In the shadows of the solo leveling world, an army unlike any other was forged. These are not mere minions, they are the terrifying, the loyal forces of Sung Jin-Woo, the Shadow Monarch. Today we delve into the heart of his power, his Shadow Army. In the world of solo leveling, Jin-Woo is unique even before his rapid ascent in power. Because of his willingness to die so that others could live, he was selected by the system. A strange video game-like interface that only he could see. The system allowed him to exceed the threshold norms of hunters and grow stronger by removing limits, activating passive buffs, and revealing abnormal challenges with invaluable rewards. Upon defeating his first dungeon boss, the system evolved Jin-Woo, and he became a Shadow Monarch with the ability Shadow Extraction. With this powerful ability, a Shadow Monarch catalyzes a fallen beast's mana with a word, Arise, transfiguring it into a shadow form loyal to Jin-Woo. Only beasts or hunters that have mana are susceptible to Shadow Extraction, and Jin-Woo only has 3 attempts to successfully extract a shadow. These shadows will remain a part of Jin-Woo's Shadow Army as long as their mana reserves allow. From the icy depths of a dungeon to the fiery heart of a demon realm, Jin-Woo has gathered a legion of the strongest, most fearsome creatures imaginable. To face Jin-Woo in battle would mean taking on a series of increasingly deadly opponents. Let's look at these warriors, starting with the least problematic, knights, and working our way up the mountain to a Grand Marshal level threat. Jin-Woo encountered his second shadow when he entered a C-rank gate that turned out to be an incredibly dangerous red A-level gate. These gates close and cut off a hunter's escape until the boss is defeated or until the dungeon breaks. Jin-Woo faces ice bears in this frozen hellscape and eventually confronts the Ice Bear Alpha, a massive, muscle-bound brute, a beast marked with a jagged X scar upon his chest. With the help of Ingress, his first shadow, the creature was slain, and born from the heart of that Ice Bear boss, Tank joined Jin-Woo's army of shadow. Tank is literally a walking fortress, and Tank able to withstand punishing blows. His size and strength, along with his regenerative capabilities, make him the ultimate defender. Jin-Woo would later conquer the Demon Castle and face its boss on the 100th floor. A powerful facsimile, an echo of the demon Baran, monarch of the White Flame. Jin-Woo managed to fell the demonic king, and while he is unable to use Shadow Extraction on corrupted demonic mana, he was able to utilize Baran's wyvern battle mount, Kaiselin. Upon the completion of Shadow Extraction, Jin-Woo renamed the wyvern Kaisel. Speed and precision are Kaisel's domain. Once a mount to a demonic overlord, Kaisel is now a loyal steed and aerial assassin in Jin-Woo's army of shadow. His enhanced senses and lightning-fast attacks make him a deadly adversary, though Jin-Woo limits his summoning to flying great distances rather than combat. During his many battles, Jin-Woo encountered a race of huge humanoid serpents called Naga. These reptilian terrors were led by Boss Naga, who fought with 2 ornate tridents. Jin-Woo killed and subsequently added him to his shadow army, and gave this shadow the name Jima. This achievement also unlocked a new skill called Shadow Exchange, which allows Jin-Woo to instantly switch places with one of his shadows. Jima's size is imposing as his power. With the ability to manipulate his own size, he can become a colossal obstacle or a swift, deadly predator. Regeneration? He's got that covered too. He does, however, leave much to be desired in the intelligence category. During the Red Gate incident, Jin-Woo, who happened to tag along behind a group of Korean hunters, led a team of lower-ranking hunters while A-rank hunter Kim Chul advanced to defeat the boss with the higher-ranking fighters. Unfortunately, due to his poor leadership, Kim Chul's group was slaughtered by a pack of Yeti, and he only survived by fleeing. His mental state corroded, Kim Chul attacked Jin-Woo in a fit of rage while he was fighting the dungeon boss Baruka. This mistake cost Kim Chul his life, as Ingress materialized from Jin-Woo's shadow and killed him. Kim Chul realized that Jin-Woo had expected the attack and allowed himself to be transformed into a shadow. This was the first time Jin-Woo used this technique on a human. Reborn as Iron, the Shadow joined Jin-Woo and Ingress to triple team the Ice Elf Baruka, defeating him and freeing all the other trapped hunters. Despite retaining some of the bone-headed and reckless traits of Kim Chul, Iron's regeneration and unwavering loyalty make him a formidable soldier. His ability to provoke enemies so that they focus their attacks on him truly set him apart. Early in the series, it's established that hunters have a very dangerous job, and they are at risk from more than magical beasts. Some hunters are not good people, and will kill weaker hunters for profit or just because they enjoy it. Jin-Woo and rookie hunter Jin-Ho fell victim to a group of these deplorables in the Arachnid Queen dungeon. The group abandoned the two lower-ranked hunters to face the eight-legged boss, confident they would perish, leaving behind their valuable gear. Unfortunately for them, the system had Jin-Woo's back. A shocked Jin-Ho watched as Jin-Woo first defeated the dungeon boss, and then the treacherous hunters. Across the world and the States, Dong-Soo gets the news that his brother Wang Gong-suk's death in a raid where the only survivors were two low-ranked hunters. To take revenge on Jin-Woo, Dong-Soo went to great lengths, eventually kidnapping and torturing Jin-Woo's friend Jin-Ho. Like his older brother, Dong-Soo was cruel and arrogant, and he too fell at the hands of Jin-Woo, now reborn as Greed, a loyal, humble, yet powerful shadow in Jin-Woo's army. A former S-rank hunter, Greed brought more than just raw power to the Shadow Army. His cunning mind and strategic thinking make him invaluable on the battlefield. Coupled with enhanced strength, regeneration, and an insatiable bloodlust, he's a force to be reckoned with. The formidable boss of the Hunters Guild Gate was the High Orc Kar Galgan, who engaged in a fearsome duel with Jin-Woo, pushing him to his limits with his mastery of spellcraft, before succumbing to a brutal death, only to be resurrected as a shadow. As the Shadow Tusk, he retained his magical prowess and could stand his ground against S-rank hunters, a testament to his formidable power. He was a master manipulator of spells, such as graviton magic and hymn magic. The former granted him control over gravity, a power not to be trifled with, while the latter represented magical versatility. Tusk is a force to be reckoned with, and his command of the elements can turn the tide of battle, and his various hymns can boost his allies or cripple his foes. Jin-Woo's very first shadow came in the depths of the Job Change quest dungeon. A test of Jin-Woo's mettle, Ingress the Blood Red, an undead knight, waited on a deserted throne, and this battle pushed the boundaries of Jin-Woo's combat prowess to their zenith. No blade could pierce the knight's armor, so Jin-Woo opted for an unarmed assault, and to his surprise, Ingress also discarded his sword, an honorable knight through and through. Jin-Woo barely manages to put Ingress down, and after determining a method to take out the necromancers, Jin-Woo was granted the job Necromancer, the title Shadow Monarch, and gained the Shadow Extraction skill. Returning to where Ingress had fallen, Jin-Woo seized command of Ingress's very shadow. Ingress wields a skill set unique among the Legion. His mastery in combat, especially the art of the blade, and his telekinetic skill makes him a truly terrifying opponent. But it's his valor he displays that earns the martial shadow such esteem. A knight in every sense of the word, Ingress is by far one of the strongest in Jin-Woo's shadow army. The Ant Queen and her horde retained control of Jeju Island, and over the years several attempts were made to clear the island, but they all failed. The Ant Queen, unbeknownst to the hunters, was breeding stronger and stronger offspring, and finally gave birth to the ultimate magical beast, the Ant King. His sheer power and malevolence claimed the lives of half the S-rank hunters in the 4th Jeju Island raid, including the legendary Goto Ryuji, Japan's paramount hunter. In a heart-stopping showdown on Jeju Island, Jin-Woo wrestled the Ant King into submission, extracting him as a shadow and dispatched him to wipe out the remaining ants on the island. As a marshal in Jin-Woo's formidable army, Biru, akin to Ingress, was an overwhelming powerhouse. His mighty blows could easily wound the Monarch of Plague. His unique skill, Gluttony, granted him the ability to assimilate the powers of any creature he devoured. When the first S-rank gate ever spawned in America, Kamish emerged from the portal and laid waste to the entire West Coast, slaughtering hundreds of S-rank hunters in his wake. The rampage only ended after the last 5 surviving S-rank hunters banded together and successfully killed him. In the aftermath of Kamish's death, his corpse was claimed by the American government and preserved in the exact same position that he died in. The Federal Bureau of Hunters HQ was built over Kamish's corpse, and it was left to collect dust. 8 years after Kamish's death, Jin-Woo was granted permission to see the dragon's corpse in person and was able to successfully revive Kamish as a shadow. Upon being reborn as a shadow, Kamish attempted to attack the humans behind Jin-Woo, forcing Jin-Woo to order him to stop and inform him that he was no longer under the ruler's control. Kamish calmed down and bowed his head to Jin-Woo. Unfortunately, due to having been dead for so long, Kamish's body began to crumble away, and he quickly informed Jin-Woo that there were 4 more humans who had been bestowed power by the rulers, and warned him to be wary of them before his body completely dissolved altogether. With Dragon's fear, Kamish was able to release a mana-infused roar from his soul that would drive those weaker than him into a state of intense despair and panic. And Dragon's breath allowed Kamish to shoot potent blasts of fire from his mouth. Although he was not Jin-Woo's shadow for long, he was easily one of the most powerful he'd created. Belian, the newest shadow to join Jin-Woo's ranks, is a creation of the mighty Shadow Monarch Ashbourne, left to command his formidable army after his demise. His grand entrance came in the climactic final episodes, flanked by Ashbourne's original spectral warriors, and presented as a gift. In the world of solo leveling, Belian stands unchallenged as the mightiest shadow. His effortless victory over Biru in a duel of titans is a testament to his unparalleled strength. His blinding speed, displayed in his battle against Biru, leaves no doubt that no shadow can match his formidable prowess. The crown jewel of the Shadow Army, Belian is a veteran of countless battles. His experience, coupled with immense strength, speed, and durability, make him a nearly unstoppable force. These are just a few of the shadows that make up Jin-Woo's formidable army. Which do you think is the most useful? Tell us why in the comments, and check out this next video.